The amount of dogs out there that need dogs and pets that need to be adopted is enormous, and there's so many sort of reckless breeding programs going on that there are dogs and cats and other animals that need loving homes. It's just real simple. So if people just come down and look where they're supposed to look before just buying something cute, where they don't know exactly where it comes from, it's a much more responsible way of owning a pet. I think that pit bulls have been really prejudged for absolutely no reason. They're just as different as people, and breed or not, I think that they're wonderful animals. I think that you obviously have to have a responsible, owner who is aware of just natural tendencies of dogs and, towards aggression or towards protectiveness, or, it's just like, there's an education that comes along with it. I rescued two of my dogs straight off of the street. But, I'm always of the view that animals are, I'm trying not to cry, that animals are soulmates too. That if you believe that there's a person out there for you, that there's also an animal out there for you. And one of the rescue stories that we had was we'd rescued a Dalmatian straight off of the street who was actually tied to a telephone pole with a dirty rope and a sign that said "Free Dog." And so we had her, and then we had our English bulldog, Bacchus, and then one day we walked outside, and the entire neighborhood, there was like 15 people surrounding my wife's car. And I walked up and I was like, "What's going on?" And they were like, "This dog," and there was a dog that was under the car, that was hiding under the car. And they were saying, "This dog has been going around the neighborhood for weeks now." And I had never seen it, and said, so we're just trying to get it out of here, to bring it out of the shelter. And so I looked under there, and it was a Chow Chow, sort of mixed. We think it was mixed with a lab. So it was a really strange character combination. But so they ended up getting a rope around him, and they were pulling him out from underneath my car, and he was totally scared, beaten up, he was missing a tooth, his ear, he was gashed on his side. They finally pulled him out, and it was just the strangest experience. That they pulled him out, and this woman actually picked him up, and with 20 people around who'd cornered him, she starts walking away with him, and he just like this, and just looked at me as she walked away with him, and just kept looking at me the entire time. And I said, "Hold on, that's my dog. That's my dog." And so we kept him.